friends, welcome to VK lectures. In this lecture we will be discussing the answer keys of Karnataka Set 2024 physics question paper. We will be discussing the first 50 questions of this question paper. Before going to the video, there is a disclaimer. The answer key given in this video lecture are not the final one. Kindly wait for until the final answer key is uploaded in the official website. Also, for each answer key, we will be discussing each question in detail in the coming days. The greatest rate of increase of phi equal to xy z square at point 012 is, the answer is option 4. The value of the integral 1 divided by 2 pi I integral over the c z to the power m minus 1 dz, where m and r integers and c is a circle centered at the origin, is given by this is the answer is option 3. 0 if m not equal to n and 1 if m equal to n. The real orthogonal 2 by 2 matrix is given by A equal to A, B, C, D. Which of the following is A inverse? The option is option 2. What is the sum of the residue of the function f of z equal to e to the power z divided by z square plus a square at all its poles? Answer is option 1, sin a by a. The value of the counter integral r cross dr for circle C of unit radius with center at its origin. Answer is option 3, 2 pi. Let Pn of x n equal to 0, 1, 2 denote the polynomial of degree n with real coefficient for 2 less than or equal to 4. Given that integral from 2 to 4 Pn of x into Pm of x dx equal to Dirac delta function mn delta of mn, we obtain the answer is option 3, P naught of x equal to 1 by root 2 and P1 of x equal to root of 3 by 2 into 3 minus x. Let S denote a closed surface closing a sphere of radius a equal to 2 unit, and let n be the unit normal vector to the surface of the sphere at every point. The value of the integral a dot n ds is, the answer is option 3, 0. A particle is moving in a central force field given by F is equal to minus k by r cube in the direction of r cap, where r cap is a unit vector away from the center of field. The potential energy of the particle is given by minus k by 2r square. The answer is option 4. The Lagrangian of a system is given by L is equal to half q dot square plus q dot minus half q square. It describes the motion of, the answer is option 1, harmonic oscillator. Lagrangian of a particle moving in a plane under the influence of central potential is given by L equal to half m r dot square plus r square theta dot square minus v of r. The generalized momenta corresponding to r and theta are given by, the answer is option 1, m r dot and m r square theta dot. A heavy symmetric top is rotating about its own axis of symmetry, having three axes. If I1, I2 and I3 are the principal moment of inertia along x, y and z, then uh, in this the correct option is option 3, I1 equal to I2 and I1 not equal to I3. A particle moving in an inverse square law force, if the total energy of the particle is positive, then the trajectory of the particle is, the answer is option 4, hyperbolic. If a ball is dropped at one end of a tunnel drilled through the center of the earth, then the ball will execute oscillation about the center. The option is option 3. The Hamiltonian corresponding to the Lagrangian L equal to ax dot square plus by dot square minus kxy is px square by 2a plus py square by 2b plus kxy. Answer is option 1. A spherical conductor of radius a carries a charge q and is enclosed in a linear dielectric material of susceptibility psi e out to radius b. The energy of the configuration is, the energy is q square by 8 pi epsilon naught into 1 plus psi e into 1 by a plus 1 by b. The option 3. The metal bar of mass m slides without friction on two parallel conducting rails that are at a distance L apart towards the right at a speed v. A resistor R is connected across the rail as shown in the figure, and a uniform magnetic field P pointing perpendicular into the plane of the paper fills the entire region. If the bar starts at a speed v0 at time t equal to 0, its speed at later time is the speed is v0 e to the power minus b square l square by mr into t. That is option 3. Which of the following statement is not true about electric force Fe and magnetic force Fm on a charged particle? The statements are A, E parallel to Fe, whereas B perpendicular to Fm. Both Fe and Fm depend on velocity of the charged particle. Both Fe and Fm can perform work. Fe is acceleration force while Fm is purely deflection force. In this option B is not true and C is also not true. So B and C, option 2. When light is incident normally on an air glass interface, what percentage of light is reflected back if the refractive index of the glass given is 1.5? The correct answer is option 4. If a plane wave of mixed polarization is incident on a plane interface between two media at Brewster angle, then the reflected radiation is completely plane polarized with polarization vector parallel to the plane of the incidence. Given that a charged particle moves with uniform velocity 8 I meter per second in a region with electric field 32 J volt per meter and B equal to B0 K Weber per meter square. The value of B0 for which velocity of the particle remains constant. The correct answer is option 4. The thin uniform donut carrying a charge q and mass m rotate about its axis at an angular frequency omega. Its gyromagnetic ratio is, the correct option is option 1, q by 2. The wave function psi of r of a particle in a 3D space has a physical dimension m to the power a, l to the power b, t to the power c, where m is mass, l is length and t is time. The correct statement is the 3, a equal to 0, b equal to 3 by 2 and c equal to. The wave function of a particle moving in a free space is psi is equal to e to the power ikx plus 2 e to the power minus ikx. The probability current density to the real part of the wave function is, the real part of the wave function do not contribute to any probability current density. Consider a quantum mechanical system with 3 linear operators a, b and c which are related by a, b minus c equal to I, where I is unit operator. If a equal to d by dx, b equal to x, then c must be. The answer is 4x d by dx. The particle is initially in a ground state in a one-dimensional harmonic oscillator potential. At t equal to 0, a perturbation v of x comma t equal to v naught x to the power 3 e to the power minus t by tau is turned on. After a long duration, particle will be found. The answer is either in first or third excited state. An electron is prepared in a spin state psi is equal to 1 by root 2 1 I. In an experiment, x component of spin is measured. The probability of finding the value h cross by 2 is option 2, 1 by 2. The eigenstates of orbital angular momentum operator L square and Lz are denoted by L comma m minus L less than or equal to m less than or equal to L. Given that the state psi is equal to 1 by root 3, 1 comma 1, 1 comma 0 and 1 comma minus 1. The expectation value of L plus Lx plus ILy is given by, the answer is option 2, that is 2 root 2 by 3 h cross. The ground state of positronium, a bound system of an electron and its antiparticle positron, is approximately equal to, the energy is equal to option 4 minus 6.8 electron volt. Which of the following represent Maxwell's thermodynamic relation? The answer is option 2. Dou T by dou V at constant entropy equal to minus dou P by dou S at constant volume. Helmholtz free energy F is defined as this, as the symbol has the usual meaning. F is equal to U minus ds. The correct option is option 2. The absolute temperature of perfect black body is increased twice its value. The rate of emission of energy per unit area will be 16 times. Correct answer is option. The number of ways two identical particles can be arranged in two states according to Maxwell's Boltzmann, Bose-Einstein and Fermi-Dirac statistics are, the option are 4, 3 and 1. Correct answer is option 3. If F represent the number of degrees of freedom, P represent number of phases and C represent the number of components, then F can be written as C minus P plus 2. So answer is option 4. For a second order phase transition, which of the following is true? The answer is the isothermal compressibility psi T and the specific heat capacity Cp have behave anonymously at the transition temperature. The electronic heat capacity of electron in metals is proportional to T. Option. If Vb is built-in potential and plus or minus Va is the applied voltage, positive sign for the reverse bias and negative sign for the forward bias, then the junction capacitance of an abrupt PN junction is proportional to, it is proportional to Vb plus or minus Va to the power minus 1 by 2. For a certain JFET, IGS is equal to 10 nanoampere at VGS equal to 10 volt. The input resistance is 1000 mega ohm. Option. A certain op amp has an open loop voltage gain of 1 lakh and a common mode gain of 0.2. The CMRR is, the answer is option 1, 5 lakh. The minimum number of NAND gates required to implement the Boolean function A plus AB bar plus AB bar C is equal to, the number of NAND gate required is 4. So option. A photodiode function as a photoconductive device while working with reverse voltage. The power in a circuit is measured by measuring a current through a resistor. The current is measured with an accuracy of plus or minus 1.5% and a tolerance band of the resistor is plus or minus 0.5%. The error are limiting or guarantee errors. The accuracy with which power is measured, the answer is plus or minus 3.5%. How many flip-flops are required to construct a mode 1024 ripple counter? The answer is 10. General solution to the following equation for phi of x comma y. A square dou square phi by dou x square minus b square into dou square phi by dou y square equal to 0. The answer is phi equal to f1 into bx plus ay plus f2 into bx minus ay. Which of the following statements is false? In this 4 option 2 and option 4 seems to be incorrect, which means these two statements seems to be false. So let us wait for the final answer key. For y dash equal to y plus x with y of naught equal to 1 and step size h equal to 0.1, the value of k1 in the Executa fourth order method is, the answer is option 1, 0.1. The number of independent component of a symmetric tensor Aij with indices I, j equal to 1, 2, 3 is option 3, 6. The group of order less than 4 is always cyclic. The correct statement is according to Noether's theorem, to each continuous symmetry there is a conservation law. So option. Some of the transformation are given here, 1, 2 and 3. Which of the above transformation are canonical? The canonical transformations only 1 and 3. Option is 3. The Hamilton canonical equation of motion in terms of Poisson's bracket is the option 1 q dot equal to Poisson bracket q comma h and p dot equal to Poisson bracket p comma h.